Boxing King Media in association with Boxer Mr. Mauricio Sulaiman. Welcome to the UK.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be back, and in this excellent occasion, it's going to be sensational.
Have you bought some warm clothes for Saturday night, because it's probably going to be minus something?
Yes, I did. I got my big coat to be ready for Saturday night.
Great stuff. What are you expecting from this fight? Obviously, you're a boxing fan as well as obviously governing the WBC. Derek Chisora brings a new style this time from the style that he brought the last two times to Tyson Fury.
Yes, Chisora is a valued fighter, seasoned fighter. He has power, and of course, there's great challenge. It's going to be a sensational match with a great atmosphere. Can you imagine by the end of Saturday night, Tyson Fury will have sold over 150,000 tickets in 1 year, maybe 160,000. That's a tremendous demonstration of his value worldwide, and I'm very proud of our WBC champion.
How different is the atmosphere to stadium fights in the US to the UK? Obviously, you was at Wembley. How different is it?
It's the British fans are the best in the world, and whether the fight takes place here or Las Vegas or Los Angeles, when the British fans arrive, you know it's a fight. And to live the atmosphere here in London, in any city of England, is just something special. It's a special treat, and it is just something that you look forward.
Definitely. You'll have seen interviews recently where Tyson suggested, I don't know if he's joking, but he wants to go on a bum a month tour. Have you heard about that?
He's going to
a bum a month tour.
Oh, like Joe Louis?
Yes, that's it.
Well, that's something.
Would you support him in that? If he was, obviously I'm not referring to the fighters as bums, but if he wanted to defend the title every month around the world, how would that work with the WBC?
That would be sensational. That would be unique. Right now we have a final elimination order. It has not taken place, but there will be a mandatory championship. There's also the wish to do the unification with Usyk, but anything is possible. Tyson Fury is unique, and we always support him, and we're making history together.
I just want to ask you about the decision in making Wilder and Ruiz for a final eliminator for the WBC belt, because obviously some fans are wondering, obviously Wilder's these last three fights have been for that title, so how does he jump straight back in? Could the opportunity not be given to like another fighter in the rankings?
No, because Wilder was a champion for 5 years of the WBC. He had a draw with Fury, then he was knocked out by Fury once. The rematch was spectacular. He had Fury down and hurt, and he just came back with a spectacular knockout of Helenius. And that was part of a tournament for a mandatory. We didn't appoint him directly. He has to fight Andy Ruiz, who defeated Ortiz. So it's a process, and it's been transparent, so there should not be any issues.
And in the WBC heavyweight rankings, is there any unknown fighters that we can keep an eye out for? Because I always look at the names. There's a couple that I follow. There's obviously Arslanbek Makhmudov. There's Kasabutsky. Any other names that you think the fans can keep an eye out for?
All those. Makhmudov, tremendous power. He's a silver champion. Number 4th, NABF champion. Very active. Kasubowski, he has tremendous power as well. Anyone in the heavyweight can just surprise the world with one punch and become a superstar. So it's a great, interesting division. It has always been like that, and I'm sure 2023 is going to be tremendous for the sport.
And just last question on the Conor Benn situation. Am I right in saying the first failed test in August, the first one was the WBC one?
There's 2 failed tests. We're going through the process. There's a protocol to be followed. We have found very good cooperation from Conor Benn and his team. As a matter of fact, today or tomorrow we are to receive some reports, and we're doing the whole process, the protocol that has to be complied with.
Because the reason I'm asking is I spoke to Kalle Sauerland, and obviously the suggestion on their side is when the fight was negotiated, they weren't aware of the first failed test. Should they have been made aware of that first failed test?
I don't want to talk about that. It's speculative, and we are in a process, so I would rather wait that the process ends, and we will give our report and our ruling.
And you said it's this week or potentially by next week we should have some sort of conclusion to that story.
Within December, I expect. We're starting the month. We will be getting today or tomorrow the full package that we have been coming back and forth with his team. There might be a hearing by Zoom, most likely, and we hope to wrap it up this month.
And the last question I've got for you, a lot of the big names in the US, especially the guys who got the WBC titles, there's a lot of inactivity in the US from fighters, whether it's to do with promoters, TV deals. Is there anything you guys can do to like force the promoters to get the fighters active? Like they've got the Charlo brothers, I think they fought once this year. But you've got Errol Spence sitting out a long time again.
It's a problem. It's a matter of the business side, and we're not promoters. We don't control the business side. We do have the mandatories in line. Charlo was injured, so we have an interim champion. So it's a complicated. We wish it would be much more active, much more action, but we have to deal with it, administrate it, and try to make decisions that make the activity grow.
Mr. Sulaiman, it's been a pleasure. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you.